Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope and happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everything else. We are joined today back by the one and only Miss Taylor Ferber.
What is behind the velvet rope yet again? Oh, I'm so excited. You have the best listeners, by the way. Like these people, they are riding, dying for their David. I love it.
Did they? So you were on, for everyone who isn't on our Patreon, which is not, I mean, most people are on our Patreon. We had you on twice on Patreon. The first time to talk about you bonding with Erika Jayne over older men back in the day when you were a red carpet reporter and a reporter. You interviewed Erika many times and you bonded with her because you had an older man and she was giving you advice. And then we also talked about you getting hit on by Tom Girardi.
Yeah, this entire story is like the cat that lived 7 lives. It just keeps coming back. And who would have thought when I bonded with her about our older man sitch going on, it would come back, all these years later. And it was so fun to talk about it. But I have to say, because we're going to be talking today about the last year in pop culture, things like we could take it or leave it. And don't you think, David, that is something like I could take it and I could definitely leave it. I'm over it. We've had it. We've seen it. Done.
Here's my thing. And yeah, thank you as far as my listeners, your praise of them, did they reach out to you after you were on Patreon for this double episode? It's just saying like they loved you and like showing you some love.
Yes. I was like, oh my, definitely.
Well, listen, I live for my listeners, really. I mean, so here's the thing about the Erika, and right, we'll get into it in a second about like taking it or leaving it. I feel that it's something I am thankful for as we review the year, and only in the selfish sense that I would never wish harm upon anyone. Really, I'm not that person. I'm very happy in life. And B, it just gave like my listeners so much to listen to. Like I started doing these reviews of Beverly Hills with Catherine Edwards, and just Erika Jayne gave all me and like all these listeners hours and hours and hours of just something to talk about. So I'm like happy in that sense. I'm thankful for it, but I do agree. I held off on talking about it for a long time. I was like, I don't want to talk about this. This is what everyone's talking about. And then, so it's like, I really could take it or leave it, like you say, but I'm thankful for it in the sense that these listeners ate every minute of it up. And especially when Catherine came into the mix, she's like everyone's favorite guest.
I know. And it's kind of perfect timing because it's fizzled out. It's going to be a new year. It's time to move on. Tom Girardi is over there. Like he is shriveling away. He's got like a black, I don't know what is going on over there. So I say, we put our pretty best foot forward and keep it like this story has, it's had its day.
And I mean, I've talked about this, I don't know on what show, but recently, like, I really believe Erika will get a light edit this next season. I really do. I mean, look, they're not going to ignore developments and stuff that's going on in her life, but I'm telling you, it's not coming back the same. There's not going to have a whole nother season of this. It's going to be about Kathy and Dorit's home invasion and everything. And like, I think they're going to be kind to Erika. And then it's like, no, 99% of these listeners are not going to then be Team Erika. Yay, let's forget about victims. But I wonder if certain people are going to be swayed by the end of next season, the way everyone's swayed from season to season. And I think I don't know. It's going to be, I don't even want to predict. I think there might be more Erika fans in the house. Not many. It's not going to go from like 1% fan to like 90. But I wonder if this type of edit is going to like push her along. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And what's funny? You reminded me with Dorit again, wouldn't wish anything on these ladies or anyone. However, it's funny because I heard whisperings that Dorit, they were kind of like, girl, you got to spice up your life because otherwise you're going to get the boot. Like you got to bring, how they are, they're hardcore. They're like, you got to bring it. And so, awful and horrible would happen, but what a little gift because now there you go, Dorit. That is your present for a storyline for next season. So who would have thought?
And the way that these women think, like knowing so many of them, it really is like, if people think we're being harsh, it's not. I mean, I've had many housewives say things to me like, you know, I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to save it for filming, or like I need to think of my storyline. So it's like, right, like we don't wish this upon anyone. I'm sure Dorit is not thrilled that this happened. I mean, rumor is she has PTSD and it's like a horrible thing.
Right.
But I don't buy that. You're telling me there's not even 1% of you that's happy that this is now a storyline. Give me a break. We're just being honest, guys. Don't come for us. We're just you want to listen to all the other fucking podcasts out there that just like, I'm telling you how people think here. This is real.
Yeah. And
she's
like
happy.
David,
she's happy. There's a part of her which is happy, as is PK. And this is like a storyline, and you can't tell me you're not happy. It already happened, so you can't reverse it. There is a part of you that's happy. I don't care what you say. And you would choose the box not to have it happen if you had a choice, but there's got to be part of you that's thrilled. Sorry.
Listen, Beverly Beach was not cutting it. And David and I, we have been with these people around, near, on their laps. Like, we know how they work. And listen, they have the boobs, they have the Botox, the plump lips, but they're no dummies. Okay. Like they're calculated. So.
And Dorit doesn't want to lose her job. And
no.
I mean, the latest rumor, which I don't know if this is true, because this really is, but like the latest rumor going around is like Sutton and Crystal are in danger of losing their diamond. Still being friends of, but Sutton was like, you know, she brought it against Erika, and now that's not really going to be a thing because we're not going down this fast
like road.
This is just, I think Sutton has so much she could offer. And look, Crystal wasn't the most interesting to a lot of people, you know, but so, I mean, it's possible. And Kathy Hilton just signed. So I doubt it was $2 million, but I mean, look, in your second season to even get $1 million or whatever it is, Kathy held out, and it's like, she's smart. Wait, like the train is moving. And now wait, if you are having issues with Crystal and Sutton, and you're like, what are we going to do? I mean, and everyone wants Kathy back. I mean, you like heard it here first. I think they might make Kathy a housewife if she, I mean, whatever they paid her to get her, it's now something. It's not a joke anymore. So I think if they get enough Kathy footage, they might go that route, especially if they demote one of the other two. But she's also coming in late, so I don't know how the editing is going to go. But you know, all the production is shut down also because Erika, Garcelle, and Rinna, I think, have COVID.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't know that.
I think it's Rinna. So it's like that helps her. That helps Kathy's case. Like she can now settle in and get into, you know.
And it's also, you know, you can never really judge somebody by their first season because, I mean, take, you know, Crystal, again, I could take it or leave it, but Dorit, if you remember, first season would have bore snooze fest. And now it's like, we are living on a prayer to hear that, you know, mishmash accent any chance we can get. So, you know, I feel like it takes a little bit to get them out of their shells. As far as Kathy, yeah, it's like, you know, Elon Musk works hard, but this bitch works hard. Like she is moving and shaking, you know, she is not gonna, she knows she's gonna get a little pretty penny if she goes.
What a baller to be Kathy Hilton, not want to do the show for years and then only do it because you can't travel to Italy because of COVID.